So this is in front of my hair, and it's like on the hair. The back is like right there. Top is there. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And as the title says, today I'll be basically giving you guys tips on how to maintain your texturized hair, whether it's newly texturized or it's been texturized forever and you kind of have some issues with it. I haven't been texturized for that long, but I've been doing some stuff that I know has made it basically look and feel better. Like, yeah, so yeah, I'll also be telling you guys what to do in preparation to actually texturizing your hair, because in my previous video where I actually washed my hair, I got some comments on people saying that they don't know if they should do it, they don't know what to do, whatever. So I decided to make this video for those persons. Hopefully they're watching this, and also anybody else who decides to come on YouTube and search for tips. So I wrote down some stuff. I made a list, so I have my list. So first I'm gonna start off with what to do before you texturize your hair and how to prep for it. And I have 5 steps, 5 points, should say 5 points. And you're preparing your hair, like your hair it should be like this, because right now I had some braids in, some cane rows, just some cornrows, cane rows, braids, my hair, and this is it. I just pulled it out and that was it. So like if I was supposed to texturize my hair, I would do it like this. I wouldn't like detangle it or anything, blow dry. I wouldn't do any of that. I would just pull my hair out like I did, like this, and leave it, and then apply the texturizer, because you wouldn't want to straighten or blow dry your hair, because when the texturizer goes on it, it's not going to revert your hair. It's actually going to work on the texture that is already there. So if your hair is straight, like you're 2A, that hair type before 3A to 3C, it wouldn't make sense to do a texturizer, because there's nothing to texturize, there's nothing to like elongate, so it wouldn't make sense. So don't blow dry your hair, don't straighten it, don't do anything, just leave it as is. If you want to do like a twist out or a braid out, you can do that for like a couple days, probably 3 days or so, and then it will look something like this, of course, and you just hop right into it, which leads us to our next point. I think it's best if you do it on dirty hair. Don't wash your hair before you do texturizer. Just leave it as is. If it's dirty, good, leave it, because you're still gonna wash your hair anyways after you apply the texturizer. So the third point is make sure that you do a strand test at the back. Please do a strand test. Do a strand test. When I was texturizing my hair and I was filming it, I made sure that I did a strand test. Well, I made sure that I read all the instructions in the box, because a texturizer is not to be taken lightly, okay? So I made sure that I read the instructions, follow the time, everything, because it's my natural hair and it can easily be messed up. Make sure, again, that you follow the instructions and the timing based on your hair type. So for the one that I used, I don't remember the name right now, but I'll try to write it on the screen if I remember when I'm editing. But for that, it had like all different types. It had normal, coarse, and regular, I think. I don't know, but it had different time slots for each hair type, and I think I went with normal or regular, I don't remember, but I stick within that time frame, and I think it was 8 to 10 minutes. I don't remember, but it wasn't long, obviously, because my hair still looks curly, it still looks natural. There's no straight pieces or anything, but just stick to the time and follow the instructions to the T if you want it to turn out how you envision it. Okay, you can also like feel and like take some strands out to see if it's like how you want it to be. If you want it to just process some more, then go ahead and wait a little longer, but the longer you wait is the straighter your hair would be, and that's what you don't want. Okay, and please keep in mind that if your hair is probably like mine, then you might get the same results as I did, but I personally think that the results may vary based on the type of product that you use, the different brands, of course, and also everybody has a different hair type, everybody has different textures all over their head, some thick, thin, all that. So just bear in mind that your hair may not come out how someone else's hair is, so you just have to watch what you're doing. If you think that you need more time because it's not how you look, not how you think you want it to look, then give it more time, but just be mindful, don't have it in too long because it will become straight. And also when you're doing it, another tip as well, just make sure that you apply Vaseline to your hairline just to be safe, so you don't get any chemical burns or anything. And yeah, I remember when I was doing mine, I did apply Vaseline, and I also didn't do the edges until last because the instructions also said don't do your edges first, leave your edges for last. And usually with relaxers or anything, we all go towards our edges because we want the edges to be a little more manageable and thinner. But of course I read the instructions and they said to do the edges for last, and that's what I did, and I actually still have my edges and they're actually a bit thin and thick at the same time. The fullness is there, but they're a bit more manageable to me. So yes, I just remembered, leave your edges for last. If the instructions in whatever package that you use says nothing about edges, just keep in mind that I said to leave your edges for last because you don't want your edges to be too thin and they start breaking off. You don't want. So time for the tips to maintain your newly texturized hair. So first tip is to do protective styles. Yes, everybody says protective style for relaxed hair, for natural hair, whatever. It applies all across the board, but even more so now that your hair is chemically altered per se, you need to make sure that you keep up with your protective styles. Like I had in these cornrows for a whole week. It's the weekend now and I just pulled it up because I'm gonna do another hairstyle, which I'm also gonna be filming. So by the time that you see this video, it's probably gonna be up before that one. So just subscribe if you haven't subbed already and stay tuned for that next video. Second tip is whenever you're doing your styles and you're like sleeping on your hair, of course you want to you can stretch your hair, like do the banding method where you get like sections and you put the elastic band and you stretch it. You can do that. So usually when you wake up in the morning, like the indentations are still there, or your hair is like your hair is like squished down, you can also refresh your hair. You don't have to like say, oh, it's messed up, so let me just leave it or whatever. Your hair can easily be refreshed. Know that it's more manageable because of texturizer / elongator. You can easily refresh your hair, and you just have to be mindful that you don't have to like build on products. Like if you already have the product in your hair, you don't need to keep adding it every day just to refresh. You can just get a spray bottle with some water, leave it, and maybe an oil, just a little bit of oil because you know it will separate. Mix it up and just spray and use your hand and fluff it out, and it will just bounce right back. But just don't overly drench your hair because that's gonna add to the build-up. Next tip is to always seal your ends. In every style that you do, always seal your ends. Every protective style, seal your ends. If you're going to sleep and you're braiding your hair, seal your ends. When you're tying down your hair, seal your ends. And clip regularly. Clip regularly. The last time I clipped my hair was when I washed it. On my last wash day, which I filmed in my wash day routine, which is the video before this one or 2 videos before, but I did clip my hair in that video as well, so you can see how I did it. So yeah, just keep up your clips, your trims or your clips, and also keep up with sealing your ends because the ends are the oldest part of the hair. And of course, now that it's texturized, then it needs more TLC. To keep up with your deep conditioning, like your protein treatment and your moisture treatment, probably like every month, not every 2 weeks. You can do like every month, just to keep the strands and the bonds in your hair strong, because of course your hair has chemicals in it from the texturizer. So always try to stretch your texturizers because they don't want to keep adding it to your hair and then it becomes like a whole film on your scalp, like because it's too much. So try to stretch it so that whatever you got on the scalp, it grows out, so your scalp is fresh. And of course, when your scalp is fresh and clean, your hair has more room and life to grow. So try to stretch your texturizers to prevent like your hair just falling flat and sulking because there's so much build up on your scalp from you texturizing your hair all the time. And also this can prevent you from overly processing your hair. Do not apply the texturizer to your hair all the time. Don't apply it to the whole hair every time you're applying the texturizer. Once you do it the first time to the whole hair, that's it. When you have new growth, you apply it to the new growth. When it grows out, like I can visibly feel the different texture from what is up here, so I can know where to stop. Because trust me, you will definitely feel the thickness on your roots. You will definitely feel it. So just try to stretch your relaxers just so you can have enough hair to differentiate from the new growth and the already texturized hair, so you don't put the texturizer on the old hair. So yeah, that's it for the tips on maintenance and also what to do in preparation to texturizing your hair. So I hope you guys found this informative. If you do find this informative, please subscribe down below, like this video, share, turn on the post notifications, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video, which will be me putting in another protective style because yeah, I am ready for another hairstyle. I am. Yeah, so thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.